Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. Now that I have dispatched that fool, that knave, it's time to go for another round with Dragon Rider. Okay. Hopefully this time I'll actually be able to beat him. It's not like he's a particularly difficult boss, it's just, at this point, my rolling skills, my dodging skills just, they're not up to par. They're not quite where they should be. But I'm getting there. Dragon Rider is actually a really good way to practice your dodging skills because he has semi-predictable attacks and they're long sweeping attacks, so it's, it teaches you that you have to roll through attacks, if you know what I mean. So if he's attacking with a swing like that and it goes from right to left, you want to roll right through the swing. So it's a good boss for learning how to roll and dodge properly. And of course, while I could use magic, I do like to switch it up, and sometimes I go for just melee, which kind of puts me at a disadvantage because I have so many stats allocated to magic. But it's fun. Dark Souls 2 is supposed to be, well, all Dark Souls games are supposed to be very difficult, so I don't really mind. I enjoy challenges every now and then. Because I love Skyrim. I really do. I love Skyrim. I love games like that. But they are a bit easy, aren't they? They're a bit easy. And jacking up the difficulty rating, it isn't very satisfying because it doesn't actually make it more difficult. It just means enemies have more health and deal more damage to you, basically. I don't know, it's not really a satisfying increase in difficulty. Whereas with Dark Souls, it kind of is. It kind of is. It's not just some, ridiculous increase in attack damage or health or whatever. It is if you join that one covenant, I think. Oh darn, I was so close. Did you see that? I was so close. Ugh. Oh well. Time to go again. Another. Okay. Well, yeah. Dark Souls is a very satisfying difficulty. If you've ever played that, you probably know. You can't beat it. Oh no, whoa. I'm not dead. I have a sliver of health. I have the tiniest of tiny chances. Oh. Okay, I'm kind of back into it. Could probably use another healing something. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm in the game. Just need to keep dodging at the right times. Okay. Ah, darn. Yep. I'm getting there, bit by bit. Bit by bit. Looking forward to a lot of games coming up, actually. There's the new Dark Souls, which I don't think there's been any real word on when that might be coming out. I think it's probably pretty far ahead in the future, maybe a year or two or something, maybe even more. I'm not sure. But there is a new expansion for Rebirth coming out soon, which is neat. And there is Fallout, which I know I've been talking about for a really long time, but that should just show you how excited I am. I'm so excited. I really loved Fallout 3. Oh my god. I tried to drink from Estes flask without... It was empty, so I just got this stupid "it's empty" animation. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to accept that you need that extra little help from magic, especially when you're a caster type, then, you know, maybe, yeah. Yay, I did it. Oh yeah. So I was talking about Fallout 3. I loved it. It was fantastic. I loved the DLCs. It was great. New Vegas, I've talked about this before as well, but it was okay. I wasn't driven by the story. It was fine. So I'm really looking forward to Fallout 4, but it does come with a little bit of skepticism, a little bit of worry that it might be more New Vegas than Fallout 3. There's really no way of knowing at this point. I hope. I just hope. I know it's a weird complaint to have for a lot of the younger, newer generation of gamers, but story really does matter. If you're not driven by the story, then I don't know. It's just so much less enjoyable for me. I can't play through a game if the story just falls flat. Saying that, Dark Souls 2, the story is kind of weak, but the lore is really strong. Oh my goodness, the lore. Just everything has like a backstory, all this neat lore. It's great. And I actually like the added difficulty. I think it's fun, and it's a good change of pace from the usual games. Of course, I do play a fair amount of difficult games. Definitely not Skyrim, but I would say Rebirth is difficult, or can be difficult, and I guess Thief might not be difficult, but it's difficult for me, just because I've never played stealth games, and I don't know, I'm just not the stealthy type. All good games though, all fun. I'd like to think I play a decent assortment of games that are both kind of easy and kind of difficult. And then there's Hearthstone, which I don't even know how to rate that one. It's like a mix of artificial difficulty introduced by RNG and then actual difficulty fighting an opponent who may or may not have more experience, or who may be picking a counter deck, well, not on purpose, but playing with a counter deck to whatever I'm playing, or more artificial difficulty of me not having all the cards to complete a deck, any deck. I think I have maybe 2 or 3 that are almost complete, just missing a few cards, but that's it. So there's a lot of decks that I just flat out can't counter because I don't even have close to the cards that I need to deal with them. And unfortunately, some of those decks are extremely popular, like Dragon Priest. I cannot counter Dragon Priest with the decks that I kind of have. I don't know why I'm talking so much about other games today, but that's what I've been thinking about. Back to Dark Souls 2, I'm really looking forward to upgrading my gear because I cannot stand this hunter's hat. It looks so stupid. I know it's an upgrade from my starter hood, but it's so stupid. I can't stand wearing this thing. I look like such an idiot. And for some reason, that was just a random hallway with no secrets or anything of interest. That's special. I wonder where I am right now. Am I just in an underground, underwater set of caverns or some kind of... Well, I know they're not caverns, but like an underground cathedral or something? Or maybe no, it's probably not a dungeon. Is it? It's some kind of structure. Okay. And there's an elevator. Up. Haha. Someone's trying to play a joke. There's no illusory wall. Just put it there to mess you up. But, you know, just in case they're not lying. Just checking all of the walls to make sure. You never know. Maybe I'll find an upgrade to this stupid hat. I don't mind the starter robes, though. They don't look too bad. They're pretty reasonable for a mage, a caster, a sorcerer. So... where am I now? I've gone down even further. I think I was already below sea level when I was up there. Up a floor. Oh, did I... I activated it again. Okay, so a random flooded area. And more unnecessary little nooks and crannies that have no secrets to find. But there's a fatty up ahead. Possibly. I can never tell with these things. Sometimes it's an obvious lie, sometimes it just seems like, why would you bother lying about something like this? Meh. He's a fatty, but he's not a difficult fatty. We've already dealt with plenty of his kind before. Okay. Yeah, not too difficult. I'm getting a little bit worried about my soul count now, though. I've got a lot of souls for the beginning of the game. Or at least I think I have a lot of souls. It is the beginning of the game, so it seems like a lot for someone who's just started, essentially. So I need to remember to use my souls as soon as I can so I don't end up losing everything. So now I'm actually in caverns. Fine work, and then don't give up. Well, thanks, that's super. Oh, that's always nice. Always nice to find a new bonfire. And a NPC.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know things are better than...
Let's be friends.
You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you... I'm called Lucatiel, from the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains.
Hey, Lucatiel.
Adran Lake brims with powerful souls, and so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you.
Oh, thanks.
I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging. I can see that you are mid-journey.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Lucatiel.
You are an odd... While you've... I can see... I come... Don't hesitate.
I come from the land down under. I don't know why I thought of that song, but I did. It's a weird song. It's pretty old, isn't it? It's kind of catchy, though. It'll, rear its head randomly when you're not expecting it, just like that. So I've discovered a new area. No Man's Wharf. And I made a new buddy, Lucatiel. But unfortunately, I'm not done with Heide's Tower of Flame yet, so I'm gonna go back there and see if I can explore it more and fight the other boss. It isn't really a Tower of Flame, is it? It's kind of a set of structures. I don't know, there's several towers, but it's not really... I don't know. I guess the flame is trying to reference the flame keepers or the bonfire or something like that. I don't remember the lore. I'm not sure if I ever really knew what there was to know about the lore. It's interesting, but generally I don't go out of my way beyond the game to uncover more. I just, read the descriptions and listen to the NPCs in the game, and then I draw my own conclusions. Ugh. I apologize for my voice today. I don't know if you can tell, but kind of started to develop a cold, I think, so my voice might be a bit nasally, a bit more nasally than usual, if it is usually nasally. But alas, it happens. I think part of it was that I just finished cutting the grass, so all those spores and little grass particles and pollen and whatever else just decided to mess me up. The world is always against me. Not really, though. I know I can be very negative sometimes, but overall, I'm actually a fairly happy person. I'm just very cynical and I don't know. You should draw your own conclusions too. Yeah. So back up I go to finish exploring Heide's. There's another path. There's a branching path when you first go up the stairs and up that area into the main cathedral.
From these parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power. But the cost of it? That's for your heart to decide.
I find it really weird that in the Dark Souls games they call holy magic miracles. I guess it isn't actually that weird, it's just kind of weird to call it that. It's kind of strange calling it miracles. It's just a little too religious for me. Okay, so I'll get the miracle catalyst.
I heard rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well, do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles? My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world, and such is my only wish. Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well, I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude. I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move soon. To a place I could help the gullible by teaching the good word.
The gullible. This character is kind of questionable. They seems like she's hiding something. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know why I said that. So now I have the catalyst for miracles.
I expected this cathedral without any to a place. Sorry. I expected.
It's kind of weird that
Sorry.
any religion would try to spread potentially dangerous magic to everyone.
May the power of miracles be with you.
I can understand the healing magic, that's fine, but the magic that's for throwing lightning bolts, do you really want to teach people that? Do you want to teach everyone how to throw lightning bolts? That seems a little dangerous. That seems a little, I don't know. Maybe just be a little bit more careful with what kind of magic you spread to the gullible, as she said. I don't know why she even bothered saying gullible, because it's not like she's selling fake magic. The magic works. I guess maybe she's just trying to win people over, and I don't know. It's not like there's many people to do that with anyways. Pretty much everyone is just mindless hollows, or I don't know. There's definitely not a lot of people left. But hey, I was right originally. This place is a cathedral. It is some kind of weird religious structure. So now I'm going down the other path. This is the other side of the branching path that I'm going through. As soon as I can kill this obnoxious, giant, heavily armored knight guy. I don't really understand the difference in sizes of these characters. Because I'm a normal human size, and a lot of the NPCs I've met are as well. But these guys are obviously much larger than the average human. And I'm really not sure if they're even hollow humans, or if they're some kind of creature, or maybe a magic living suit of armor or something weird like that. Maybe I'd get a clue if I read the description for some equipment that they drop. Right now, I'm not really sure. There are just so many of them on this level. All just hanging out, relaxing by the sea. I don't want to fight, guys. I'm just here for the view, relax. Go back to watching dolphins. Just here to fight some bosses. And collect some loot. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm finally making some headway. Ah, now this looks like a real cathedral. This is what it's all about. So just one more guy between me and the cathedral. Just surrender. Just die already. Lovely scenery though, as I'm as I'm circling him. Got the sunset, the sea, some cliffs, that lovely tower with light shining from it. Hey, the lever. What does it do? Oh yeah, obviously. It lowers the drawbridge. Bam! Wow. That's neat. So now I can finally enter the cathedral. Yep, and there's a fog door for the boss. And a chest, what could be in it? Ah, okay. So there's the ring I was talking about earlier. The one that limits my health loss. Or, well, yeah. Limits the amount of health that I lose from being hollow. Or increasing in my hollowing. So that's going to be super helpful. Yeah, already. Look how much extra health I have. Okay, yeah. So it's time for the second boss of Heide's fiery tower, flaming tower, whatever it was. Holy crap. Yeah, so that's why you gotta be careful with magic. Because as you advance, more and more enemies have ways of closing the gap between you and them very, very quickly. So just casting a spell will probably mean that you get hit at least once. This guy. Old Dragon Slayer is a tough one. A very tough one. But I'll get him. Oh, I'll get him. And I got him! Surprise! Yeah, I feel bad about this one. I beat him, but I wasn't able to get the footage. I died many times, and then I just gave up. I stopped recording. I figured I would just learn his patterns and then start recording again. Magically, out of nowhere, I beat him. So, yeah. Sorry for not capturing the footage. I assure you, it was an epic battle. Not only does he have a lot of kind of piercing, stabbing attacks with his spear, but he also has this weird attack where he jumps in the air and does these weird blast things. He uses like magic, and then he slams down. He also does a thing where he jumps in the air, and then he lunges down with his spear, kind of like a dragoon from the Final Fantasy. You know what I'm talking about? That jump attack that dragoons do. It was an interesting fight. I'm sorry I didn't capture the battle. It's difficult. You get so much footage with this game just dying again and again and again. It was a good fight. And there's a new NPC.
Transient being. This is no place for one such as you. Be gone. You are not needed. Transient being. You would never make a Knight of the Blue, and I have nothing more to say. Be gone. You are not needed.
What a rude guy.
Transient being. Nothing has changed.
He won't even talk to me because I'm hollow.
Be gone. You are not
So I have to waste a humanity just so I can talk to this jerk knight.
Be gone.
Bah. Well, that's it for Heide's Tower. I guess next is probably No Man's Wharf? Yeah. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And have a great day. Bye-bye.